Hello, everyone. Welcome to Bright Kids. I'm teacher Janice, and I will be your teacher for today's lesson. For today's lesson, we will learn Unit 1, Part 2, and it's all about adjectives with prepositions. Let's start. Now, let's answer this question. What's the strangest musical instrument you've ever heard or seen? And what makes it unique or intriguing to you? Thank you. Now let's move on. Now let's read about Jim's blog. Now this is Jim's blog. So from hip hop to opera, I'm interested in all kinds of music. It's so cool. But sometimes I get tired of always listening to the same instruments. So this week, I've been reading about and listening to some of the strangest musical inventions in the world. I hope you enjoy it. Now, let's start with the great stalagpipe organ. Oh, even from the name itself, it is so strange, right? The great stalagpipe organ. Inside most caves, there are stalactites. They are the rocks that slowly grow down from the ceiling of caves. In, in one enormous cave in the USA, there's an instrument that plays these spectacular stalactites. It's huge. It works by heating the stalactites with soft hammers. It was invented by Leland W. Sprinkle in 1956. Some people say that Leland had the idea when his son hit his head in the cave and it made a beautiful noise. I guess that his son wasn't happy about that. The next one is the Picasso guitar. Picasso guitar. This strange instrument was made when a jazz musician called Pat Metheny asked for a guitar with as many strings as possible. The Picasso guitar is very different from a normal guitar. It has 42 strings instead of 6, and it got 4 necks instead of 1. So just like in the picture, there are 1, 2, 3, 4 necks. The first Picasso guitar was built in 1984 and was very difficult to make. In fact, it took around 1,000 hours, and that's about 2 years. So these are two of the strangest musical inventions in the world. The first one is the great stalagpipe organ, and the next one is the Picasso guitar. Now let's move on. The third one is the singing ringing tree. Some people say the singing ringing tree is a musical instrument. Others say that it's a piece of art. And some people think that it's a tree. It was designed by Mike Tonkin and Anna Liu. And when the wind blows through the tree, the pipes make a noise that can sound like someone singing. The tree is on a hill in Lancashire in the north of England. Jenny and I are excited about visiting it soon. So good for people who are keen for listening to music when they go hiking. But it's not good for birds that want a place to make their homes there. But I think it's still okay, right? So this is the singing ringing tree. Okay, now here, let's answer this activity. So you correct the underlines part of each sentence. Number 1. Jim has been reading about strange musical instruments for a long time. So here, the underlined part is for a long time. Now, what's your answer? Okay, now number 2. The great stalactite organ makes music by dropping rocks into a lake. The underlined part here is dropping rocks into a lake. Now, what is the correct answer? Okay, now number 3. Pat Metheny asked for a guitar with 4 necks and 42 strings. The underlined part here is 4 necks and 42 strings. Okay, and number 4. The singing ringing tree makes noise when people talk about it. The underlined part of the sentence is people talk about it. Now, what is the correct one? Okay, very good. Now let's move on. Now let's discuss adjectives with prepositions. Adjectives with prepositions are combinations where adjectives are followed directly by prepositions to form specific phrases that convey relationships or qualities. Now let's learn more. So these are some example. The first one is interested in. Example sentence: He is interested in art. Good at. She is good at basketball. Afraid of. They are afraid of spiders. Similar to. This dress is similar to the one she wore yesterday. Proud of. He is proud of his son's accomplishments. Now let's learn more. So here, adjectives with prepositions. The first sentence is good for people who are bored of playing normal guitars. Jenny and I are excited about visiting it soon. I'm excited, I mean, I'm interested in all kinds of music. The Picasso guitar is very different from a normal guitar. It's perfect for people who are keen on listening to music when they go hiking. It's not good for birds that want a place to make their homes there. So, as you remember, you saw these sentences in our reading earlier. So, let's look at number 1. Some adjectives are often followed by prepositions. The preposition is followed by a noun or an infinitive or a gerund. Number 2. Adjectives with similar meaning are often followed by the same or a different preposition. For example, frightened of, scared of, afraid of, and terrified of. Number 3. Some adjectives can be followed by one or more than one preposition, or sometimes no preposition. For example, I'm annoyed with you. I'm annoyed about the football result. Yes, I am annoyed. Now, here, let's try to complete the sentences with a preposition. Number 1. I'm pleased finishing recording my new album. That's great. Number 2. She's famous blank being an opera singer. That's great. Number 3. I think folk music is similar pop music. It's just a bit older. That's great. Number 4. He's proud blank being able to play jazz so well. Nice. Number 5. I was upset how the recording sounded. Good. And the last one, she's good playing the guitar. Very good. She's good at playing the guitar. Very good. Now let's move on. So here, complete each sentence with the correct adjective followed by the appropriate prepositions. Now let's start with number 1. Can you read? Read and answer. Number 1. Very good. Number 2. She's good at public speaking. Very good. Number 3. They are proud of their achievements. Very good. Number 4. That's great, my dear. Number 5. She's proud of her children's progress. Number 6. Okay, afraid. Number 7. Okay, very good. You're so smart. Now here. Okay, so let's skip this one. So let's speak. Now you choose 3 questions and let's discuss it together. Okay, so what are you interested in learning more about? What are you good at doing? What are you afraid of encountering? What are you excited about in the near future? What are you proud of accomplishing recently? What are you fond of doing in your free time? And the last one, what are you angry with someone about? Okay, that's great. So, thank you so much. Again, I'm Teacher Janice, and I really hope to see you again here in Bright Kids. Goodbye.